Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. So Hillary Clinton, obviously very, very well known for being an incredibly likable and very, very reasonable woman. Well, she came down out of her ivory tower to grace the peasants, us peasants, with her words of wisdom. And, well, she accidentally said the quiet part out loud when she sat down to do an interview with CNN. And the only reason she decided to even give this interview is she wants to try and do her part to finally and once and for all stop anyone who would dare think that making America great again is in any way a good idea. And she wants to make sure that we as a country stay just as we are. And she has an idea of what can help a poor, misguided person just like you. And I'm going to show you. But before we take a look at this, guys, thanks so much to everyone that's been subscribing and leaving such great comments. Building an awesome community together, guys, and it's a lot of fun. If you haven't already, help us get our message out there. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. And check this out. Let's hear from the Queen.
And we had very bitter battles over all kinds of things, gun control and climate change and the economy and taxes. But there wasn't this little tail of extremism wagging the dog of the Republican Party as it is today. Mm-hmm. And sadly, so many of those extremists, those MAGA extremists, take their marching orders from Donald Trump, who has no credibility left by any measure. He's only in it for himself. He's now defending himself in civil actions and criminal actions. And when do they break with him? Because at some point, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members, but something needs to happen.
And how do you do that? Because you said you have to defeat them by defeating their leader. Their leader
Right.
is Donald Trump. Even you have said that you expect him to be the Republican nominee. How does this change at all?
At this point, I think, sadly, he will still likely be the nominee, and we have to defeat him. And we have to defeat those who are the election deniers, as we did in 2020 and 2022. And we have to just be smarter about how we are trying to empower the right people inside the Republican Party. Nancy Pelosi had a majority of 5 votes when she was Speaker. Kevin McCarthy had a majority of 5 votes. Nancy Pelosi passed consequential legislation. And she clearly had members within her caucus who, ranged across a spectrum of political beliefs and ideology. And she kept everybody together. And she kept everybody focused on the future. Mm-hmm. He couldn't do that. And so he paid a price, but more importantly, the country paid a price.
And so when you see another matchup between potentially Trump and President Biden, what goes through your mind? And particularly, how do you process that this person who defeated you back in 2016 is still at it, given all that you've said? 91 indictments, civil fraud, sexual transgressions according to the courts. How is this still happening?
It's the classic tale of an authoritarian populist who really has a grip on the emotional, psychological needs and desires of a portion of the population.
Yeah, so that's about as much as I can stand of her especially. And as far as the anchor's concerned, guys, I don't ever trust a person who says process instead of process, but maybe that's just me, stupid American, of course. But I'm pretty sure that we could take that to the bank. So yeah, Hillary says that Trump is a classic authoritarian who's got a grip on a certain portion of the population. And I can only assume that based on her political leanings, that her belief is that he's got a grip on working class, non-college, straight white males. Probably the most dangerous of all human species, which, if I'm right about that, she's got some pretty amazing re-education coming herself, if you believe the polls. And of course, that's a topic for a different video. But here's the thing. She fully and completely believes this. She believes that the only way to stop this authoritarian threat is to re-educate the cult members. Of course, there's nothing ironically authoritarian about that. But here's the thing. If you as a party member support and condone the insanity that the Democratic Party does as a whole, just because they're told, basically all based on faceless experts and identity politics, then I'm sorry, man, but you don't get to use the word cult for anything other than describing yourself. So yeah, she thinks that you need to be deprogrammed, but obviously we're not surprised. Remember, this is the lady who called you a deplorable, said that you were irredeemable, and she believes it. You know, we believe that she believes it. She's told us enough times that we believe it. You know, when they tell you what they are, believe them. But, you know, here's the crazy thing. Here's the more damaging thing, I think, and the scary thing. This reporter, who's supposed to be some world-renowned reporter, by the way, she doesn't push back at all. I mean, look at the look on her face, man. She doesn't bat an eye. So, guys, when they tell you who they are or what they think of you, please, please, please believe them. And remember, these are the same people that told you that Donald Trump, in his words, are dangerous to democracy. Well, I don't know how you can say that and then go on talking about deprogramming a portion of the population. It's freaking completely insane. But anyway, guys, that's just my take, guys. Let me know yours in the comments. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. We'll see you in the next one.